chains. Why you see us West Coast before the fortune and the fame, busting off these silly haters and them silly ass lanes. So I gotta keep it moving. Cash flow is moving. We'll flip on any second, cause then how we lose. Lose is not an option when you better do Compton, home where the gangsters play. That's why you see the dubs up. So dangerous. Mobbing through the streets in Los Angeles. I see the flashing lights. I'm all in Hollywood. Star image, stay swag, but it's still hood. Getting it like a boss should. Got your girl getting low. Notice in the game worldwide. When we back, so explicit how we get it. Yeah, we definitely breaking chains. Why you see us West Coast before the fortune and the fame, busting off these silly haters and them silly ass lanes. So I gotta keep it moving.
Yo, what up, everybody? What up with you? It is happy Wednesday. And I got my Lakers jersey on. The Lakers played tonight, but they lost the game. The game's not over, but they pretty much lost the game. You know what I mean? I'm a Lakers fan, diehard Lakers fan. I've always been. But yeah, it is Wednesday, everybody. Thank God for talking, stopping into Real Talk Academy. Yo, where talk isn't cheap, but it's real. It gets really real around here. So we're gonna talk about it today. When good parenting goes wrong. I don't know if anybody heard about the Mass P and the little Romeo situation. Have you? Well, today we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about how it gets down when it comes down to it. If you are a parent, how coddling these kids, giving them a good life, sheltering them from everything that you particularly didn't go through. What's up, Sabrina? That everything that you went through, sheltering them from that. Does it really help them? Or is it just helping you? Like, for real, for real. And I think in order to build a better society, we need to ask these difficult questions. And this is one of these difficult questions. Now, it's going to get touchy tonight. I believe people out there is be like, don't tell me how to raise my kids. Let me put something straight right now. I'm not telling you how to raise your kids. I'm merely filtering out what we need to do as a society collectively. Majority rules. What do we think as people, as Black people, as Mexican people, as brown, as people of color? Like, what do we think? Like, has kids gotten away from themselves? Because I know have you been in a grocery store and you seen a kid and they're acting out? You be like, I'll whoop that kid's ass, because we grew up that way. But some parents, like, they used to beat the shit out of us. Like, for real, for real. You know what I mean? So I got, as always, I got videos. I got everything we need to line up the certain questions that we should be answering tonight. And I want you guys to actually take a good think about this before we enter into this Christmas weekend. Those presents that you sat there and worked your ass off, that money you took time out to go buy, and those gifts that you took time out to decide what to get, or if you didn't, you fulfilled the request of those kids. You fulfilled the request of your children. Oh, I want the new Jordans, or I want the new this, or I want the new that. And your hard-earned money, not theirs, your hard-earned money, you made it possible. Have you ever got a Christmas where you couldn't give them that particular item, and they go, this is not what I wanted? I know my kids, I'm very fortunate. Anytime my kids went out, I've had kids that are very pleasant, even when they were little babies, when they were little young ones. I had people coming to me all the time like, hey, man, your kids is well behaved. And that starts with dad. That starts with dad. No, there's some moms out there that don't play that shit. You know what I mean? There's some moms out there that don't play that shit. Fact check, spare the rod, spoil the child. Fucking agree. I totally agree. I believe in whoop ass. Anybody out there believing in whoop ass? Raise your hand. I believe in whoop ass. You say something. I believe in popping the mouth. I believe in pop that ass in the mouth. You say something online, hey, get yourself right. That's not abuse. That's not abuse. Doing it over and over and over again, sure, absolutely. Absolutely. But to do it to check theyself, to check that shit, is I believe it's hey man, you better quit playing with your boy. You better quit playing with your boy. Smooth, just give me a thumbs up when you're ready, guys. That's how that goes. Sabrina said, yep, me too. Me too. Hey, for real. Some of these kids needs ass whooping. This is what I totally agree. This is what I agree with as well. Some of these kids, if you would have whooped their ass, the police wouldn't have to whoop their ass. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get like old school on you. I'm just being real. Some of these kids, if you would whoop their fucking ass from fucking jump, not all that timeout, that count, 1, 5, 4, none of that shit. But like, yo, you remember the snatch up? Hey, anybody had a grandma out there that used to pinch the shit out of them? I had a grandma used to pinch me. That shit used to fucking hurt. But in church, but you knew what time it was. She didn't have to spank you. She just did that little pinch and twist. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Smooth, just give me a thumbs up when you're ready, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's that old school shit. Or even better. Or even better. Everybody, welcome to the show. My co-host, Smooth.
No, yes, sir. You know what you do, dog?
Did you hit the claps? I just want to make sure you hit the claps this time.
Oh yeah, man. I got the bro. You
I just before we go any further, because this conversation right here, I thought was going to be very, very fucking good. I thought it's just because anybody that has kids, come on, come on. What? Come on. It's all so many ways. But before we get into that, how was CT2 2?
That shit was, bro. That shit was
Shit was
crazy. That shit was lit. Nigga, it was a movie. Nigga, shit that I ain't never ever. I always dreamt of that moment, nigga. Like,
right.
bro, it's just preparing us for the BET Awards. You feel me?
Right.
That's it.
And then we'll get. I guess we'll get more into it tomorrow with Time to Float because it's a music day. You know what I mean? I'll let you do your thing. I had to ask because I haven't talked to you all day. So, you know what I mean? Fact check says, truthfully, I got so many whoopings that I felt were too much. Okay, I can't just be whooping my children. My wife handles that. You know what? I understand that.
Wait, who is this? Oh, the wife. So this is a man talking.
It's obviously has to be a man talking, or somebody of a woman that plays the man role.
I hope this is a woman talking, but
sure.
Bro, that's out. Whoop your kid's ass, nigga. That's out.
Well, I kind of agree. This is okay. So in my case, I have all
niggas shooting up churches and fucking what else? You feel me?
I got girls. You know what I mean? So it's different for me. At a point, I had to stop hitting them. I had to stop popping that ass.
Yeah, and then, right. As far as the girls, you're right.
I had to start giving like severe punishments, like I do military punishments, like hit the fucking wall or drop and give me fucking 20 right now. Hey, push the fucking deck. And anybody know
the boys hate me on that note. Nigga, I'll be in the middle of the mall. I'll be like, what you just say? Bust down. I need 10 right now, nigga. I don't give a fuck if Obama's standing right here, nigga. On my mama, and the kid, the principals, they love it.
All right. Yeah. And you know what? Because it's less sweat off their back. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, let's be real. It's less sweat off their back if your child is behaving. And your child is acting right. Your child is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like I was saying, I have 3 girls, so I had to move from popping their ass to punishment. to like hitting the wall. And hitting the wall is like putting your back on the wall and squatting, and then
Oh,
putting your arms out.
hell no. Hell no. Bro, you got 3 kids, you got 3 girls and 1 boy, and you don't whoop they ass? Hey, bro, I'm telling you, with the world that we living in, my nigga,
Yeah.
3 girls, 1 boy, whoop they ass, or you gonna have 4 girls, bro.
Yeah, facts. Facts. That is a
Whoop
fact.
they ass, or you gonna have 4 girls, bro.
And you know what's crazy? Do you think, in your opinion, Smooth, do you think that girls, they govern themselves after a while? Like, if with the proper upbringing, do they govern themselves after a while, opposed to like, if you had a little nigga, you have to stay on his ass all the time. Of course, you have to stay on the little girls, but like girls, they tend to fall into line and be like, dad's here, I can't do that. But little boys try to test you from the time they come.
Depending on what planet the little girls is from,
Right.
but the boys is for sure gonna test your gangster for sure.
All the time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey.
Another thing, because I'm gonna get into this video, is what it was supposed to be our first video, but before we get into the meat and potatoes, like Biz says, manners. How many of y'all kids have manners? Like, for instance, I would tell you one manner that my kids don't have, even though I teach them to do it all the time, right? Like when we're in the grocery store and when they're pushing the basket, they just kind of go wherever they go. They don't bump into anybody, but they cut them off without saying excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like, if you just like step in front of somebody, or you about to pass somebody, you go like, oh, my bad, excuse me, I didn't mean to step in front of you like that. My kids have no recollection of like space. Like, you know what I mean? They just like cut people off or get ready to get hit for a basket, and like they're dodging it, and instead of like, oh, I'm sorry for being in your way, I didn't mean to be doing that. They just look at them, they just keep going. How many
especially through the holidays?
Right. Right. How many parents out there, kids don't have manners? Because this next video is going to get into the manners. Before we do that, fact check. Man, I was beat, bro, for real. I don't believe that everything Gardner's, I think you misspelled that, warrants a whooping. I would say that warrants a whooping. My children are very respectful. They all go through that rite of passage stage. You know what? Okay, granted. I think what you're doing is you're
whoop their ass. Fuck.
You said earlier. You said rod save the child, but you're doing it with your wife. Like, let me ask you a question before I say anything further.
Bro, go ahead, because I got a question to ask this nigga too. Go ahead.
What's up, Nyla? But let me ask this question: is like the fear of God in them when you speak? Because the fear of God is in my children when I speak. When I go, yo, hey, if you get that kind of reaction, then I would say possibly you did something right. Because like for me, like I strike fear. Like I can look at my kids, that old school. Remember when your grandma used to look at you?
Hey, bro, sometimes when I'm like out in the mall, I'll be fucking with like people, kids and shit. When their parents not looking, like if they in the basket on my mama, I'll be like, on my mama, they just, oh God, baby, shut shut your ass up.
Well, what was your question? He said for sure they don't push me at all. Really? That's interesting. I wonder if you showered.
What's the ages?
Ages. Yeah. Don't be telling me they're like 3 and 4, my guy.
That don't count. That shit don't count. That shit.
Here with some 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Because everybody, my 7-year-old still loved she still believed in Santa, even though I told her he wasn't real. See, he is real.
Gang.
You know what? He sure is. Daddy is real. You fucking right. So, he said no.
That's nothing, baby head. Nah, he tripping.
All right. So everybody, we're gonna get into this video. Fact check. You can still ask your question. I appreciate you for being here. Everybody, thank you for tuning in to the RTA Real Talk Academy, where we filter out that bullshit. We'll go back to your comment in a second. We're going to get to this first video, though.
So I pick up this young mother with a 7 or 8 year old son. He gets in the car, he's super friendly, and he said, "Hello, sir, how are you?" And I said, "I'm doing well, how are you?" He said, "Well, I don't feel so good, so we're going to the doctor's." I said, "Okay, I'll get you there as soon as possible." He said, "What have you been doing all day?" And I said, "Well, I'm a dog groomer, so I groomed a dog and then I came to pick you up to bring you to the doctor's." He said, "Oh, cool, what's the dog's name?" And I said, "It's Bailey, it's a miniature poodle." And he starts playing this handheld video game that he had, and it was making a lot of noise. So the mother told him to turn it off. He didn't turn it off. She gave him a death stare and said, "I said turn it off now. You're in someone else's car. It's rude." He apologized to me. I turned to her and said, "Thank you so much for teaching him manners. I really appreciate that you hold him accountable for his actions." She said, "I wish everybody thought that way."
You like my little commercial I put at the end? Little something I've been working out.
That's great. So you don't get copyright infringement. That's great. That's great.
on them. But yeah, people, that's Nana. What's up, girl? So before we get to Nana, fact check says nah. 3 of them are adults now. Hold the fucking phones. Okay. So you switching the dynamics up on us real fast. You are switching them up real fucking fast because we haven't even touched that yet. I'm about to get there, but shit, my baby is 13. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, OG. I'm gonna call you OG. Nana said, "The fuck going on?" Nyla. Hey, Nana. Oh, Nana. What had happened? What the kid do? Girl, man, you ain't read the title. What good when good parenting goes wrong?
When good parenting goes wrong.
You ain't Nana. This is probably your elite, but you're
oh yes, Lord, this is a perfect topic. Oh my God, why is my brain just now working?
You know what, Smooth?
We gonna talk that shit tonight. Yeah.
You know what trips me out because you come in the
we name drop
every week. You do that shit. You go, it's like it kicks in. You be like, "Now this nigga notice came up with a fucking good one." Oh shit,
bro, every week I can relate. Every week.
I really try to put them together.
No, nigga, you doing it, bro. You doing it, nigga. They need to bring cable TV back and give us
all right, now let me fill you in. Anybody that joined us, this RTA Real Talk Academy, we talking about it tonight. When good parenting goes wrong, it was about Master P and the Romeo conversation. If you don't know about it, I will fill you in just a minute. But before we get there, all the people that got kids, it's about good parenting. Are you coddling your kids too much? Do you shower them with too much love? Do they respect you? Do they respect themselves? Do they respect other people around them based on your parenting? And that says a lot. Your kids are a reflection of you sometimes. Now, not all the time. I'm not going to sit there and say that they're a reflection of you all the time because some kids just do what the fuck they want to do at a certain age. So that's what we're talking about tonight.
Grow into their own personal
they grow into their own fucking
identity.
Yeah. There's just nothing that you can do. Nothing you can do. Sometimes you could try to knock them the fuck out and they still will rebel. Kids do that because they're people. You know? I'm interested in fact check. You said you were you got your ass whooped like for real. I got my ass whooped too. A lot of kids did back in the 80s. A lot of drugs was going on. People didn't know that child abuse wasn't a thing yet. It wasn't a thing. It was just
they need to drop that bullshit because a lot of kids and adults need their ass whooped. Like they need a good fucking ass whooping.
You know what's crazy? What? No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll take that down.
Oh no, niggas need a beating. Fuck ass whooping. Niggas need beatings, bro. Because I ain't had an ass whooping, bro. I always had my ass beaten.
Right, but a lot of adults would need beatings if they got their ass. Kids got their ass whooped when they were younger. You know what I mean?
Right. If they would have got their ass, yeah, you right. You absolutely right.
What did they say? It was a TikTok trend. They will understand the assignment from jump. You know what I mean? They will understand the assignment.
Facts.
They will walk into a room and be like, "Oh, these are."
They're not gonna know what it feels like to have a spatula smack them upside their head, or one of them
shoe thrown at you.
Motherfucking the lamp nigga thrown at you, the cable remote thrown at you. I think we all got the broom. I think we all got the broom.
Right. You ever been in front of your parents or your mom or your authority figure, and you say something, you do this move, you go, and you do this. I thought you was gonna hit me.
Yeah. Oh, my mama. It was times where I'll say some shit in front of my mama, and I'm like, "Oh shit! Oh my bad, mama. I thought you was on bullshit."
Right.
For real.
Oh, that conversation is crazy. I think it's 50-50. Parents feel a certain way, and so do kids. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. Nana.
When you're wrong, gang.
Yeah, when you fucking wrong, you wrong. But girl,
got whoop they ass though.
I'm a good mom and I teach. How good are you are? Do you whoop ass? Is what that'll let me know how good you are. Because sometimes a kid needs to pop some shit. You need to pop their hand. Let them know that shit hot. That's hot. You don't touch that. It's a stove. Hot.
The hand go out the window about popping on the hand. Go out the window when you like 1 going into 2. Like once you hit 2, oh, I'm tearing ass up. That's just that. Once you hit 2, oh, you're terrible 2s. Oh yeah, I'm whooping ass. I'm not
terrible
the one.
2s are 3 nagers, whatever they act like they're 3. I'm that kid. You can go ahead and beat the brakes off of me. I'm gonna do it regardless. Do what I do regardless. Girl, see, no.
That's now, right now. No, that's now. You wasn't thinking like that when you was.
No, you sure wasn't.
7, 8. You wasn't thinking like that. You was one of them. You was ducking. Yeah. Make sure mama wasn't gonna pop you upside your head.
Or 3 or 4. You just somebody allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do.
Mama probably right there, rooting, saying, "Yep, they right. Yep,
Facts. Fact check says I got beat with a phone cord and razor straps. Oh shit. Phone cord for sure. That happened. I think that happened to everybody at least once.
Yeah, and
at least once.
Belt and the belt that do the razor shit. I got hit with that shit like 2 times, but that shit was too big. Like that shit didn't. It really, I was already fucked up from all the other shit.
Right. I just.
It's a big ass. It looked like a big ass belt.
Right.
And you take your razor and they sharpen that motherfucker just like that.
Yeah.
It's like a big ass piece of fucking belt. What's that would draw like what's that shit sandpaper like type of shit.
It didn't have really sandpaper, but it was just very coarse. It was coarse.
Yeah. Real coarse.
Yeah. You know what I used to do? I was a runner. You try to beat me, I'll run. Yeah, catch me, motherfucker. Gonna catch me. I'm fast. I'm fast, bitch. You ever look at some of these adults and be like, "Who raised you?" Yes. All the time.
I seen one. I seen a few of them at the show last night. Nigga, like, damn, bro, who raised you? But yeah, nigga, man,
they're everywhere. You know what, Sabrina? I'm glad you fucking put that comment up there because that's the nature of what we're talking about.
Who raised you, niggas?
Honestly, how many times you been in the supermarket? How many times you've been at church? at church. Like, nigga, did nobody teach you how to
For real.
praise the Lord
You know
correctly?
who got it? You know who got it worse, bro?
What was that?
Well, I don't want to speak for all of them. It's just the ones that I personally know. And these the niggas that's like what you talking about. These two niggas was raised like, what is that shit called?
Spoon
Fucking
fed,
single parents.
single parent, okay?
Oh, yeah, they was
Single parent home.
yeah. So
Okay.
niggas you know, spoiled rotten. Like
By
just
mom or by dad?
ain't no daddy in the picture.
It's normally mom that does it, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying
So
to compensate for what the dad not being there.
on
Got it.
my mama. So these two bozos, bro, they got that. What is that word I'm looking for, nigga? It's a term for that.
What that? What?
When niggas that's these niggas that's raised by their mamas.
Coddled.
Nah, nigga, something
Oh,
else. Cause I talk about this fuck nigga all the time.
when niggas is raised by
Oh
their
no, but I'm gonna use it. Like, I'm gonna use this. Niggas real mama, sure. I forgot the term, nigga. I was on. Oh man, I was just
I never
talking,
heard a term for it per se.
bro. It's a term, nigga, on my mama that I
That
was
some people
just
say.
fucking using. But anywho, um, yeah, bro. Them type of niggas, they weird as fuck, bro. Like when the parenting, when it's just just that one child, nigga, and ain't that child ain't never had his ass whooped,
Right,
ain't never been disciplined, nigga, just again surrounded, raised by women.
right.
And I really know a human being like this, bro. And to really see his raw, fucked up, sour ass colors, bro. That's like, I don't know, because that could be a bad thing when you give your kid, when you spoil your kid too much. Like, and then that's your only kid, and that kid ain't never had no ass whooping. That
Right.
kid, that kid, Marion, Sincere, whatever fuck you want to call herself, but that kid grow up and act like a real bitch in real life, like act like a woman is supposed to act like. That type of nigga that's raised like that, like, don't get me wrong, his mom is a great woman, great
Right,
woman.
right.
But that nigga is just like, damn, bro, you should take shit from your mama, nigga, and grow as a man. Like, you still, like, the nigga, like, bro, grown. And it's like, that nigga still on some, mommy, can you fix me something to eat? Mommy, can you go get my slippers out of the car? And I'll be like, damn, nigga, your big grown fat ass can't go get your own shit, nigga. Like, you a weirdo. And it took a long time to know niggas like that, bro. And to see how rotten, spoiled these niggas is. And I just be like, damn, bro. And how they do people, bro, that's important too. Like, cause they treat people differently. Like, kids are spoiled by themselves, they treat people a lot differently. But
They don't even just cheat. They treat everybody else, but they treat their parents differently as well, and it's sad to
yeah,
see. But it's
yeah.
very sad to see. Let me get to some of these comments. Nyla Miller says, "Thank you guys for tuning into RTA and joining the room, and let's having a conversation about the real talk and real conversation. I'm a good mom. I definitely teach my kids how to be. I love how they are, and I've seen that my teaching is started to be seen in their behavior. That's good. We're not taking anything away from that. What we're going to get to is the sensitive things that are going to be sensitive later on, and let's talk about coddling. You know what I mean? Because you carry that now, and I would imagine not because you're young. I would imagine that your kids are young, so you're enjoying Of course, they're babies. When they're babies like that, you know, yeah, it's easy. It's certain adjustments, it's stuff like that. But when they get into teenager and young adulthood, then that's when the shit really gets crazy. Yes, we're starting at the root and we're working our way up. But yeah, I don't take for the fact that you're a great mom. There's a lot of great parents out there. This is
Man,
where I'm gonna fuck.
bro, I'm slocking niggas out. That's just that. I'm bad. That's just that. You try
Right.
to fucking pull my card, I'm socking you the fuck up. That's just that.
And and I don't have a boy, unfortunately.
And I'm not taking you to the hospital, nigga. You gonna go in this house and take a nap, nigga. That's just that.
I'll fuck my son up, but I'll take him. I'll tell him, but I did it. You know, what happened? I fucked him up in the backyard.
He's still back there too.
I'd be like,
like go take your son, nigga. Go take that little nigga somebody smarter. He back there, wake him up.
Oh, your 11-year-old is a mini me. Okay, so you got an 11-year-old. Yeah, I'm not how old are you? You look young, girl. You look young. 11. So you have 11-year-old. I would like to know the rest of the ages if you have any more. My father wasn't playing. Fact check, I believe. I'm gonna call you FC. Fact check. I'm gonna just call you.
All right, time out. One quick question before fact check asks another question. All right, bro. Probably strict, all that. How was your mom's? That's what I just want to ask that before I ask my next question.
That's a good question.
Pops was strict. How was mom's? Like, was she strict? Was she like laid back? Was she the goofy one? Was she
that she was submissive? Because I'm willing to bet that if he was getting beaten, she probably was getting beaten too. I'm willing to bet, and that's no disrespect to fact check. That's just my assumption. You know, I'm assuming that me and you are the same age because of what you're saying. You know what I mean? If not, you're a little older than I am. Oh no, you are a little older. So you come from like the slave, not the slave days. I'm not gonna say that. But niggas used to get fucked up. You're like more in the
next time they gonna say, nigga, you gonna be fucked up.
You be like, hey, nigga, yeah, you post nigga, age too low. Nah, you more like in the civil rights era, you know what I mean? When niggas was still getting fucked up by their parents.
My nigga says, right, bro, no, he gonna come for you.
That's fair. Like people could peg. See, I base things on history. I base things on history. No disrespect. I'll base it on history so everybody can peg a timeline. You know what I mean? You be like, yo, it's over there by the Chevron. Or it's over there by the 7-Eleven. That's what I do. It's over there by the civil rights movement. Like, so people get the idea. Oh, no abuse. Now you sure with it swayed. Yep. I was a good kid. How was your parents? How was your parents, Nyla? I'm curious to know. I think you told us before. Boy, the kids at Walmart, stop. The kids at Walmart is ridiculous. I'd be like, they need an ass whooping. Nigga, nah. Sometimes your ass need an ass whooping too.
On my mama, I felt you. I felt that, bro. I swear I felt you saying you was finna say that on my mama because I said that shit in my head. I was like, what? No, you need your ass whooped too sometimes.
That's crazy. Okay, mama's boy. Oh, Sabrina said mama's boy, huh? That's scary.
No, that ain't the name I'm looking for. No.
Oh yeah, the term, mama's boy.
Because I'm a mama's boy. Y'all know me in real life. Like I'm not like the movie. I'm not the movie type of mama's boy. You feel me? But I'm a mama's boy for sure.
Yeah, nah, you guys are.
I ain't looking in the locker room yet.
Hey, Dino, what's up, Dino? I see you got all.
Dino, what's up, Gary?
I'm trying to get to the big comments. She was in our life. She just did her. You got to give me some more, bro. Like I can't.
Yeah, bro. Like what's that mean?
Like, was she on drugs?
That's right. Yeah, was she on drugs?
Was she just like she was just like stayed in a room and watched TV, made dinner, made sure y'all got the kids, and then dad come home and it was all his house. You know what I mean? I need a little bit more. Because I just can't. I got
a question for you.
Yeah, and I need to.
I'm just waiting for you to answer a certain.
Right, so we can filters that shit out. Sabrina says, my parents were strict. My mom whooped my ass, and I turned out all right. Wasn't a big thing. So your dad didn't whoop your ass at all? You can't remember a time where your dad whooped your ass? He did not set the boundary, the standard for the whoop ass. Because in my house, I set the standard. I've set the standard. I don't need to whoop ass. I haven't whooped ass. Even my 7-year-old, and she'll tell you, when last time I whooped your ass? She'd be like, whoop ass. Nah, because I know if I do something, They fear it. They like, yo, my dad can whoop my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, my pops ain't never laid a finger on me, nigga. He couldn't have, and then on top of that, he ain't had no time to though.
What was your situation? I was gonna say, what was your situation, Spoon? Don't sit there and say that.
He ain't had no time to. Bro got locked up in '98. Nigga, he just got out in 2021.
He had time, but not time to do that.
He had time, but he didn't have time to do that.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, I had that old fashioned granny ass whooping.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey man, it depends on what type of ass whooping we talking about. I need to know the real. Well, we're not talking about no sexual shit tonight. That's not what we're talking. That's not what we on. So let's be real.
Not tonight. Not right now.
No drugs. Okay.
All right.
So she was a prostitute.
All right. So yeah.
And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. I'm saying that in the utmost respect.
Just have a conversation. That's it. We just have a conversation.
She may not even been a prostitute. My mom ran the streets too. My mom hung out with the prostitutes. She'd tell you all type of stories.
She could have been hustling. She could have been hustling.
Yeah, well, she was doing drugs. See, it was either or. It was either or both. Like you were prostituting.
Hey, see, back then,
doing
I heard the stories that my mama was doing. You feel me? Before, well, my mama, my birth mama, she was out there in them streets hustling, nigga. She was out there, nigga, serving. Out there, fucking doing everything that these niggas is scamming, doing right now. She was doing the same shit back then. Like it's the only difference is, nigga, mom's had a big ass motherfucking old ass credit card maker, nigga, where she can make the credit card with the numbers type of shit. Oh, my mama, nigga, my mama was the only motherfucker on the block, nigga, in a Mercedes Benz, nigga, in Watts, the only one at that time, nigga, at her age.
So Sabrina said, "No, he would just raise his voice, and I was scared." It's kind of like I do. I raise my voice.
That's what I do.
I strike the fear of God in them. Hey, motherfucker! Hey, nigga! Hey, you got something to say to your mom? Like, hey,
don't you hate, bro, when you get like when you feel like you did too much to the girl, like you went a little bit overboard, and their eyes get looking all water. You ever get that moment?
That Puss in Boots.
Yes, that moment, nigga. You be like, "Fuck! I gotta hurry up and get out this room. I gotta get out the room."
Yeah, there's been times
I'm gonna fuck around and say sorry to your motherfucking ass. I gotta get out the room.
We're not perfect. They can write a book on parenting, and you can read it, and you're not gonna do the correct thing. Because there's no physical guide on.
Say that again, bro. Say that again.
So they can write a book on parenting, but you're still not going to be able to follow it and do the right thing. I promise you, you're not. You could study that book for 10 years and become a parent and try to listen to that book and still.
Who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? This nigga know this. Who is this nigga? Oh, all right.
It's real. It's just
that's facts, bro. Because niggas do that same shit with the Bible, nigga.
Right. You can read it all you want, but nigga, you're still not gonna get it right. Promise you. You were built to fuck up.
Nigga.
That's why God sent this. That's why God sent Jesus. He's like, yo, these niggas is fuck ups.
Before I make these motherfuckers, they finna fuck some shit up.
Before we get too far, let me read into these comments and we get to the next video. Fact check said, my mom and dad were divorced. I was in Detroit. He was in LA. I later moved with him. How did that work out? Because we about to get into it. We about to really get into it. I'm here now, UK. Late ass motherfucker. Don't talk about nobody being late ever again, okay? You late, motherfucker. I need to see your tardy note.
Yeah, bro.
Tardy.
Which
being
married and being divorced and all that, bro, still whoop your kids' ass, nigga. On my mama.
My parents weren't together, so I didn't even know who my dad was until I was like fucking 15. So it didn't matter. None of that shit mattered to me.
I didn't know my mama, nigga, until she got sick and came over to Granny house, who I call mama.
Go turn that shit down.
I already told you where Pops was at.
Right.
Well, my sperm donor was never in the nigga life, period. Well, my mama's sperm donor was never, in the nigga life, period. But the nigga that, you feel me, my G pops, because he married my mama, well, my granny. So that'll really technically make bro, my G pops. But that's pops. And bro never whooped a nigga. My mama, bro, was out there in them streets. Oh, my mama coming back home with big ass motherfucking Rolex chains, rope chains, fucking damn, what else bro had? Bro, them Francos, nigga, he didn't, bro, Pops did it all. That nigga, what? That nigga was the man for robbing motherfucking pawn shops, nigga. Oh, my mama. He was that nigga. That's what he went to jail for, nigga.
Robbing pawn shops. Before they had the thick glass.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it used to be cases just on the thing. You know what I mean?
Fuck
just walking in.
That's
at
all.
The gate, the buzzer and shit still, but it wasn't that. Oh, the shit's here. I'll
if
get
they
it.
have that shit that they had back then now, niggas would be coming the fuck up every other day.
This is what we talked about manners, and I want to know, Nana, Sabrina, Nyla, even you, Smooth, your kids got some manners.
Hell yeah.
Like if they stepped on my shoe, would they be like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Johnson," or "Sorry, sir," or "Sorry, excuse me, guy," or whatever the case may be? Would they
say excuse me for facts? They'll say, "Excuse me, my bad, I apologize." Shit, my baby's nigga got manners for sure, for sure. Every breathing, everything on this planet that know my kids. Oh, because I don't play that shit.
I know you don't. I think you whooped that. Checked? Are you kid check somebody on podcast one day? He was like, "Hold up, pause." I can't stop this podcast.
I whoop ass real quick. Again, whoop. I gotta whoop ass, or nigga get in. You feel me? Daddy mode is like that. Like it's on like that. But yeah, bro. Oh shit, nigga. I don't play, bro. My niggas got mad nerves, nigga. On my mama, they got respect for their elders. Nigga, my boys, all my boys, they know, nigga, I don't like bullies. So they know that they don't go out bullying niggas. But my niggas got hands, though, because I have seen fight videos. But they don't think I know. But I've seen some fight videos of my little niggas doing their stuff. But, my niggas got manners, though, for sure, for sure.
That's good. Like, again, my daughters fall short at the grocery store or at Walmart or at Target. They will walk right in front of somebody and just not say excuse me or not. I'm like, yo, like, hey, did you know you just cut this old lady off?
I bumped into somebody on purpose like that and said, excuse me.
They'll turn around and say, once I say something, they'll turn around, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. But they just, it's like this, and we ain't gonna get into this, people, because this is what it's all about. Self-entitlement. They have a self-entitlement because I show to them here that, because my dad's with me, I can do whatever I want. I can walk and move how I want to. And that's not the case. So we about to get into it, people. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in to RTA. I want to give a big shout out to fucking Smooth for always coming through.
Like, share, subscribe, man.
And make sure make sure you guys are tuning into the IG, you're tuning into Facebook, and you're tuning into Biz Entertainment Network on Facebook, IG, YouTube, all of that. It takes nothing to like, share, and subscribe. We got your support. We give y'all support, so give us y'all's on a free tip. Well, we got the Patreon coming out, so you guys tune into that as well. So
hurry up. I'm gonna say it on everybody's show. Hurry up, nigga. This shit free right now. It's gonna get juicy when you come. Nigga, the scenery is gonna be different. The vibe is gonna be different.
Yeah.
This what we doing right now is gonna be different. Niggas gonna be live in effect in your face. Giving y'all more exclusive content. Oh, nigga, y'all think Real Talk Academy is, nigga, wait till we hit this road, nigga. Wait till we outside with it. Y'all gotta hurry up and get it popping because we already outside.
Yeah.
We just vibing with y'all. We vibe.
I want to thank everybody for that's in the comments in the hallway. Get y'all ass out the hallway. In a minute. We got about 15 minutes before we get into the after hours. But I want you guys to really come on and really talk that shit. I want to know about y'all family. Don't sit there and hide. I don't give a fuck if I got 2 views, but I got everybody in this fucking classroom. You understand me? So with that being said, we going to the juicy juice. Talking about Master P and Romeo. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Little Romeo's calling out Big Poppy, the OG, one of the goats of our generation. Talking about Pops avoided his own children that struggled with ass and depression, but had the nerve to post another man that he has no idea who he is, saying this is the last straw. This isn't the man that he paints to be. Claims his siblings were broke, not enough for any of them to afford college, as he stunts in his one big house. He dropped a poem for y'all, and all Master P had to say is stop blaming parents for everything. Y'all some grown-ass men.
Now, I'm going to be fucking real. I'm going to be perfectly honest. If you guys need to see that, go check it out. We're going to have a page on Biz Network Entertainment for you guys to check out the scoop on those things and stuff like that. You always can find the content on the Patreon on Biz Entertainment. But let's really get into it. If anybody didn't know, so what's happening? This is what's happening. When it came down to it, Romeo started posting some things about his father and really speaking bad about him. Like, you was never there, blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, Romeo has a sister, Master P, also has a daughter that they lost due to, I believe, suicide, because she was struggling with mental illness and depression and stuff like that. So Romeo trying to out his dad, like, so let me back it up a little bit. Master P made a post about somebody's son or something like that. Romeo felt some type of way. He's like, you don't even support your own fucking kids. And pretty much went on this tangent about like, he's not the guy y'all say is. He abandoned us, blah, blah, blah. If anybody knows who Little Romeo is, you're going to automatically not be on the defense for Master P, but you're not going to look at it like that. You're going to be like, bro, do you know where the fuck Master P came from and gave the platform? He gave the platform to his son of Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon became hip because of Romeo. Bullshit you not. That's a fact of life. Nickelodeon was hot. Don't get me wrong. That shit was hidden even more when Little Romeo went on. He had his little, what was it? Do you remember the show? I don't remember what the show was called. Smooth.
Little Romeo.
Was it called Little Romeo? I don't remember what it was. But it was hot. It was hot. The problem is, I don't know if you guys, okay, so he said all these things. And Master P comes on and he addresses it. He goes, hey, man, I gave you this and that. I gave you this and that, blah, blah, blah. So if you become broke, like, honestly, is that my problem? Honestly, like, if I give you everything and then you become broke, yes, I can bail you out. But sometimes you need to make a little motherfucker struggle so they can understand they just can't come for you for handouts. They can't come for you for this and that or the third. They can't. They're like, they can't. You can't. If I tell you not to take this path and you take that path and you hurt yourself or you bump your head and you looking for me for a bailout, then I become what is called a crutch to your bad behavior or to something that you may not shouldn't be doing. And that's where we go. But we about to sit at this. We about to talk about it. Hey, I want you guys to be unrelentless. Tell me about what the fuck you really think. Do you think too much love can hinder a child? Because I do. I think giving too much love can hinder a child.
Yeah.
Love is love. Love is unconditional. But if you sitting there like, hey, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, then they begin to think you're soft, that you're weak, or you're that you ever had a girlfriend or boyfriend be like, oh, you always are like, oh, they'll always be there. They'll always be there. Same thing with your parents. It's the same fucking thing with your parents. I have a daughter. Does that. And before, I'm not going to even get into it right now, but she does that. She came to me tonight. When's dinner going to be done? Hey, you little motherfucker. What do you mean when dinner's going to be ready? Good question, wrong tone. All right, cool. Hey, what did our moms and dads say? What did our moms say? When it's done. That was the answer. When it's done.
Unless you want some cereal.
It wasn't so bad of a question that she asked. I didn't care about that. You know what I mean? There was one time I was cooking. This is last week. Last week, I was cooking, and I'm clearly not done yet. Because I'm the cook around here. So anybody just know I'm the cook. I cook around here. I'm cooking, and halfway, you can see that I'm not done yet. She comes in the kitchen and she goes, "Are you done? Are you done cooking yet?" Whoa, my girl. Whoa. First of all, there's either three things that's going on here right now. Either you're being sarcastic, you're being condescending, or you're just plain out fucking dumb. And I didn't raise.
Welcome to Death Row.
I looked at her. I said, I kept them trying to remember what I said. I said, does it look like I'm fucking? Does it look like I'm? I said, you know what? Get out my face. I said, get out my face right now, because obviously I'm. And you know, anybody I'm cooking fried chicken to just be, stereotypical. I'm cooking fried chicken, so it takes like motion. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, and the chicken's frying, and she goes, "Are you done cooking yet?" And she did it like in that little, "Are you done cooking yet?" Mm-hmm. I'm like, you see, the chicken is frying. Oh, you want me to drop what I'm doing and say, oh, you know what? Hey, oh, you're hungry. You're hungry. So take the 2 or 3 pieces that's already done and feed yourself, daughter. No problem. Go ahead. She's like, guess what? I said, does it look done? I said, why are you asking me a dumbass question like that? She goes, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Yeah, but it's a stupid question. Can you see that I'm not done yet? And then like my girl and my grandma, they were like, I don't see what the big problem is. I'm like, yo, like it's like you drawing a picture and somebody walks up, see that the picture's half done, and go, are you finished with this picture yet? You're gonna feel some type of way. What do you guys think?
My son be doing that, bro. I'll be chopping that nigga in his neck, right? Pow, nigga, fire his shit up. Like, nigga, get the fuck up on my face, bro. And just like that, get the fuck up on my face, bro. Oh, my mama, like, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Because the next time you ask me, when's the motherfucking food, nigga, you either finna fix a cup of noodle, nigga, finna fix some cereal, or you finna just go take your ass to motherfucking sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you better eat something before you take your ass to school. That's just that.
Somebody else told me. I told that story to somebody else, and they said the same thing you said. You know what? Now you have to eat some noodles, motherfucker.
I'll warm up a motherfucking burrito, nigga, on my mama. Like, bro, we built off of surviving, nigga, on my mama. You either gonna let me cook, or you want a survival meal, nigga.
Sabrina, stop. You know, just like I fucking know. I don't care how long it takes for me to get done so everybody can eat. I understand the assignment. I understand the assignment each and every day I cook. Each and every day I cook, I'm like, I have a time frame. Oh, let me get done with the whoa. Guess what? There's snacks in here. She could have made her sandwich an hour ago to get her by. She could have ate her sandwich an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago to get her by. Guess what? When I was younger, I didn't have that option.
Yeah, I've never had that option. I had to
option.
Bro, I had to sneak shit, nigga.
Yeah.
On my mom. I had to sneak, nigga. What? If I wanted to eat something before dinner, or if mom's cooking, but I want to eat, what? Nigga, I'm finna sneak something to eat, nigga.
Yeah, and look, there's Tostinos in there. There's salad in there. There's turkey, ham sandwiches in there. There's oranges, apples, look, just burritos, waffles. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff in there to maintain themselves until dinner is done. They choose not to do it. They choose. There's chicken fingers. I showed them how to use the air fryer just to get by into a little bit, but they feel because I cook all the time.
Show mine's how to fuck with the air fryer.
Because I cook all the time. Look, this is where I'm falling short. This is where my kids are feeling self-entitled. I learned this other day, and it pissed me off. I'm raising women that's gonna look at men like, when are you gonna feed me? Instead of getting up and feeding yourself. I'm also teaching them, like, hey, feed yourself, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong, they know how to cook a little bit. Let's be honest. I'm being real with you guys right now. They know how to cook a little bit. They know how to make spaghetti, eggs. They have trouble with bacon and sausage because they don't like the popping. They can make grits. They can make oatmeal, even though it might be dry as fuck. They can bake biscuits. You know what I mean? They can do chicken Alfredo, do little stuff like that. Make a hamburger, hot dogs, stuff like that. They haven't gotten into the intricate cooking. But in all actual reality, I think I'm raising women. I didn't realize this until the other day, and it's the reason why I brought the shit. I think I have coddled them so much, like, because I like feeding my kids, because I started when I was little. I was hungry when I was little. In my house, I was hungry all the time. So when I made sure when they was little, and to now, I'm like, yo, I'll make sure I feed you. I'll give you food all the time, no problem. So now, but how is that biting me in the ass? I'm recognizing the signs. How it's biting me in the ass. It's like Romeo did his dad. Nigga, I can't do everything for you. When you get to college, I tell her, when you get to college, I'm not gonna be there to fry your chicken. I'm not gonna be there to cook your chicken Alfredo. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be there. Sorry. You have to figure that shit out for yourself.
Yeah. The niggas, most niggas get a certain age, bro. You supposed to take notes as growing up, nigga. Niggas giving you this guidance, niggas showing you the right way, the right path. So if you don't take that right path, nigga, I'm not in fault. I'm not gonna never, ever in real life, nigga, let minds go without, nigga. But at the same time, nigga, if I gave you, nigga, $5 million, if I gave you $5 million, nigga, and you come to me in real life, nigga, $5 million. You come and my son come to me with $2, nigga. First of all, nigga, I'm not finna. You ain't gonna be homeless for sure. Like you not. That's just that. Right. You gonna come in this door. We gonna talk about this for shit show, nigga. I'm not giving you no more money. That's just facts. I put you in a position so you can make yourself some money. But me giving you some money, that's out. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, nigga. Like, nigga, I already gave you $5 million or more. Oh, I'm just saying a number. It was for sure more than that. But I already gave you $5 million. Already then put you with a motherfucking kids show, a kids company. Like, nigga, you don't got nothing now. I put you in position, little nigga, and you don't have nothing now.
And that's my fault.
Yeah, that's my fault. Right. Or is it that you really in your feelings because you seen me say some shit on social media about another little nigga, and you wish right now that I can be acknowledging you right now because your pockets is low. When in real life, instead of you writing bullshit on social media, you could have came hollered at me like the grown little dog that you are. You
Right.
could have came hollered at me, and then we could have fixed it. But you want to be of this world. You want to be of or in this world. Yeah, you want to be of the world
Yeah.
and follow the trend and run to social media like social media give a fuck. So look, so now, nigga, knowing that what your pops said on social, when your pops acknowledged somebody, it didn't like you, you didn't like that. Now the world is acknowledging you. You did exactly what you wanted to do. You got on social media, you whined about it. Now you got the acknowledgement now because everybody talking about Lil Romeo's feelings because he in them because he broke or whoever, whatever. I don't know if the conversation was financial or not, but still, like you can't fault that nigga because
There was a couple things that he said. He said like they like there was some scarring things. Smooth. I don't know if you read it or not. It was
no,
he
I
said they
just seen
lived
the video of him talking, but
he said when they were kids, they lived paycheck to paycheck. Like everybody thinks if they had all this money, they didn't. They lived paycheck to paycheck. Master P ignored his kids, which I can't believe because you were always around them, motherfucker. Like he ignored which I can believe this part. He ignored the mental illness that her sister had. I'm like, okay, something that wasn't really taught to us, especially Master P. He's old as fuck. You know what I mean? He didn't know. He didn't know any better. This thing got money. Trying to get his son.
Look at it. Look at who in real life them niggas don't know what his daddy was doing behind closed doors. Like
Right.
them niggas don't know, nigga, what type of investments that nigga had going on, what type of meetings and deals that nigga had to fix in his personal.
Remember the nigga helped create the spinners.
Come on, bro.
Come
And
on.
if niggas go back, if niggas go back and type in Master P back in the day, if you pay attention to interviews and shit, he always had his kids around him. All the fucking time. That's the ungrateful shit that come out. Especially when niggas get grown. And especially if you know, I ain't finna get all into that. But still.
No, I like where you're going. So do you think that like because Master P said it, he was like, this is what happens when you try, this is his word, when you try to protect your kids away from certain things and then they felt self-entitled. He said, my son has mental illness himself. And which I'm pretty sure he recognizes and stuff. He's like, I talked to my son. And he said, I talked to him. I called him. Everybody like, yo, Master P, you need to call your son. He's like, yo, I called him. Go watch the interview. It's on YouTube. You can Google Master P addresses Romeo. And then you're like, you would get a perspective from him, like, okay, because not believing what everything that he says, but it's just like that sounds reasonable. That sounds reasonable. It sounds like he called his son and his son didn't return his call because y'all little niggas, y'all don't understand about a phone call, how it feels to not get a phone call. We take that shit personal. Y'all take it like, oh, I'll call him when I want to.
Yeah, I just seen a video of Lil Boosie talking to his son, like, bro, when you go out, just call me, nigga. Like, just call me.
That's it. I just need to make sure you're good. How many times your kids have smooth been out? Like my daughter's still like
not never.
She's still. You hear the question though?
Not never. I knew where you was getting at, but not never. But go ahead.
Okay, my daughter, they both of them, my two oldest, they have a problem with well, not so much my middle one, but my oldest. Like she has a real problem of like being aware of her phone. Like, yo, the whole reason you have a phone is not for social media. but so I can get in contact with you if I need to. Not for your friends to get in contact with you. That's a plus. That's it. You know what I mean? So it's how many people out there are dealing with the fact that because they have a phone, because we didn't have phones when we were kids, they take it for granted. They're like, oh, I got social media and all this stuff. Oh, it's just a cell phone, Dad. No, it's not a cell phone. It's a means of communication. If school shooting happens and I need to contact you, yo, what's the fuck going down? You know how many times I call my daughter when she's at basketball practice? It'd be like 15 times. I'd be like, yo, why you? I've watched her from the front of the school. Me call her like 10 times while the phone was in her hand.
You watched her look at it.
Looking at her like, I said, I'm not getting out this car. I'm not getting out this car. I'm not going to do it. I almost did, but I didn't do it because I was like, you better pick up the fucking phone. I ripped her head off when she got in the car. I ripped her head off. Like you.
All right, you put it back on before y'all got out the car, though.
Huh?
I said you put it back on before y'all got out the car, though.
Put what back on?
You said I ripped her head off. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, I ripped her head off. But yeah, before we got back out the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, daughter. You're right. But she's doing better with it now, but she's not all the way there. And I'm glad that you really touched into that little Romeo thing, because I don't think you said if you gave your son $5 million, and I think that's pretty, like a lot of people be like, oh, if I had like $100 million, $5 million is nothing. But to be honest, little kids is not walking around here with $5 million. So let's get that straight right now. So if you did give your child $5 million and it came back to you broke in a month, let's say they came back to you broke within 2 years or 5 years for that matter. They spent $1 million a year and they had no return on it. No return over $5 million in 5 years. Is that not a problem? Is that a problem?
Hell yeah. Big motherfucking problem, bro. Especially you ain't investing nothing. Ain't nothing turning around.
Nothing.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that, bro. Especially, and then it's like, nigga, now you gotta come live with me again. Think about that, nigga. How you gonna pay your mortgage, nigga?
He said, now you gotta come live with me again.
Oh, my mama.
Stinking ass.
You and your family.
Right. And you know we gonna let you in. But
yeah, you know I'm gonna let you in this motherfucker.
I'm gonna be mad.
I'm big taxing. Nigga, you know all the Madea movies, nigga. The brother that Madea be having in the movie. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Old as shit, talking big shit.
I know my girl told me, she's like, oh, our lyric, our middle child, she's gonna live with us until she's like 30. I said, the hell she is. She getting out just like everybody else at 18. And if she decides to come back within 5 years to 10 years, what's going to happen is, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to have me a personal assistant. That's what that's going to be. So she can choose to come back if she likes or if she fails. No problem. But instead of working for the man, you'll be working for me. And you'll be my employee. I'm just going to be smarter about it than you are. I'm still going to show you what you're doing wrong. I'm just going to show you. And even though I may coddle and all that stuff, I will still show you exactly what you're doing wrong. Hey, you know what? Even if it's you need to vacuum the living room. Sorry, assistant. You're living under my roof.
They have to work for their bread now.
Facts.
Like, you 5 and you came back with nothing and you gotta live with me. Oh yeah, bro. You gotta work for every dime you You ain't touching the million no more. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you going back to being regular.
Right. Right. Let me get to another video. Then after that, we're gonna get into the after hours. For detention. Anybody that's still here or extra credit. I'm gonna start calling detention. I'm calling extra credit. So you motherfuckers can understand. For the bad ones, we can call it detention. When the shit get live, it's detention. But when it's nobody just been everybody following the shit, we can call it extra credit. So with that being said, I think you guys need to listen to this. Pay attention to what he says. It's real shit. Okay.
And I want everybody to understand, or whatever, just because they raised in your house, that don't mean they're going to turn out the way that you would like for them to turn out. Some of them start to develop a sense of entitlement, and they start to go left, and they'll go left on you. And I want to tell all you adult parents out here, man, you don't have to put up with these grown children stuff. And I want you to understand, man, it ain't about giving them something. You cannot overcompensate for father not being there, or overcompensate for the mother not being there by giving them everything, because what you're doing is creating monsters.
Right.
When they become disrespect, when they start talking to you like you crazy or whatever, you need to use this button on your phone called the block button. You don't let everybody experience your great presence.
Fuck them kids.
That's facts.
That's all I heard in that. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them. Oh my bad. Fuck them kids. You got to be about that. Sometimes it is fuck those kids. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm glad you said that. Glad you said that. Next video.
Excuse me, go do those dishes like I asked you to. All right, damn, I'll do them later.
Hey, how's it going there? So, you're in ICU right now, on a ventilator. Seems as if you said some things to your mom that she didn't like, and she just, she fucked you up, Betty. She tried to take you out of this world.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk that shit if you want to. I'm fuck you up. Some kids need them. Some of these white kids need them too. Like I don't see enough white parents disciplining their kids like they should. Honest. Like, come on. It'll stop a lot of school shootings, a lot of serial killer shit. And I'm not gonna get into like the race card about it, but you know what I mean? There's us black people are doing it bad, just as bad too. You got females on here just twerking all the time. Every 8 feeds I go through. What'd you say?
I know some white people with shit that be putting their kids' ass.
I don't know one. I don't know one. And I know a lot of white people.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, nigga. I know one for sure that's at the top of my list. That nigga right there. Bro, yeah.
Really?
And he from Ohio. Is Mark from Ohio? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any. I'm trying
and bro, he like regular, like a regular, bro. He not one of those that be trying to act like, you feel me? Like, right. Bro, he regular motherfucker like me and you on my mama, nigga. But yeah, him for sure.
All right, guys, we're gonna get into the after hours. I thank you guys for tuning in to RTA. Real Talk Academy, man. We're talking about it. We're gonna continue this conversation. I would like to go more, but we got to keep these things into perspective. When good parenting goes wrong, we're gonna continue the conversation after hours. Master P and Romeo's combo. It's a Master P Romeo combo. So, all right, everybody. See y'all in the after hours. Mine. good, boys.
In the game worldwide. So explicit how we get it, yeah, we definitely breaking chains. Why you see us West Coast before the fortune and the fame, busting off these silly haters and the silly ass lanes. So I gotta keep it moving, cash flow is moving. Won't sleep on any second cause then how we lose. Lose is not an option when we battle through Compton, home where the gangsters play. That's why you see the dubs up. So dangerous. Mobbing through the streets in Los Angeles. I see the flashing lights, I'm all in Hollywood. Star image, stay swag, but it's still hood. Getting it like a boss should. Got your girl getting low. Got her all in the zone. Still she better with my microphone. Welcome home.
What up? Well, thank you for tuning in to Real Talk Academy RTA. Where talk isn't cheap, it's real. We're talking about it today, you guys. Scene needs a better pick. Yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry. I got some shit. Smooth got some shit working. He's my illustrator.
Man, I want to say, because the big dog tapping in right now, and he letting me know that he's watching.
Good.
Shout out to Maxwell Pride over there at Rich and Famous brand. You feel me?
Appreciate it, man. We appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And don't be scared to hit the comments, man. Don't be Smooth. I don't know if you can send the link. Oh, you know what? I got it.
So me, I want to say this to you since you watching, and I don't want to type everything out, but I'm basically gonna tell the my viewers, fans, and the tribe, tell the world, basically, about you, like who you are, where you come from, talk about your music and all that. Like so, next week Thursday, I'm interviewing one of my little homies Capone tomorrow. So, check that out. See how I do, because I got some new. We're going in a new direction tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna flow for sure. My bad, y'all.
All right, there you guys go. There's a link, and I'll be dropping in there shortly. There you go. You can copy the link. I want you guys to actually get in here, and let's talk about it. Let's be real. So anybody that's down to have the conversation about parenting, when good parenting goes wrong, when we do all we can for a kid, but they sit there and disrespect you. Have you ever seen Smooth? Have you seen somebody, kids around you, maybe not your kids, but people you go where they have a great life, everything's good, but then they talk to their parents crazy? Shit you could never get away with.
Yeah.
Never get away with. Like for instance,
I've seen that.
Shut up, Dad. Like that shit.
I've been seeing that shit damn near all this year, bro. Cause there's nothing but Caucasians around me. Nigga, I just be like, damn, no, nigga, you talking to your mama like that? I'll be like, bro, I swear for God, nigga, I would have been chopped you in your throat, little nigga. For real. Hung you upside your pockets, upside down, nigga. Like, you finna stand upside down from your drawers, nigga, on this motherfucking doorknob for a cool minute.
That part. That's funny. Oh shit. For me, it's like I see him all the time. Like, because I live in an area where kids feel really self-entitled. They do. They feel like even the like my daughter's basketball team. I see how like some of her teammates address their parents, and I'm like, not all of them, but some of them. And then like they get angry at the simple things, like they can't pick them up, or they're late somewhere, you'd be like, yo, I'm not on your time. I'm on my time. Like, if I'm late, I'm late. I got the vehicle. I paid this money for it. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I think it was one time, even with my with my own kid. Like, it was like I looked at her. She said something one day, and she goes, "Why?" like I think she says it was. So I think we wasn't gonna have Hulu for like 2 days, right? And we wasn't gonna have Hulu for 2 days. It's because I didn't get paid for another 2 days. But it lapsed, and it was like one of those times. I was low on funds. So she's like, "Yo, where's the why Hulu not working?" I'm going, "Well, we're not gonna have Hulu for 2 days." What are you talking about? Why? And I'm like, because I pay for Hulu, and we're not gonna have for it. I don't understand why you just can't pay it. And I'm like, bruh, hey, you know what? You know what?
I ain't, bro. I ain't.
Hey, one of
How
those.
old? How old?
This was like a year ago.
No, how old is she?
She's 16, but she was 15 then.
Man.
But it was like because she doesn't because it's so accustomed for her. And the reason behind it, she wanted to watch her show. I get that you want to watch your show, but dad was short on the funds. Hulu was like live TV for Hulu was like $70.
Yeah.
It started at like 40. When it first came out, it was like $40. Cool.
I told him, nigga, it'll be 100 and something, nigga, in real life, bro.
Like, nigga, do you understand? This is cable TV. I might as well just go get Cox.
Do you remember when Netflix used to be $5, nigga?
Hmm?
Do you remember when Netflix used to be $5?
And then it went to $7.99. It was $4.99. Then it went to $7.99. Yeah, shit raised. Kept raising. I get it. The supply and demand. Supply and demand. Y'all get your ass up in the conversation. You can't get your ass up in the conversation. I'm not letting this one go. You ain't got no kids, but it's fine. Now to get in the conversation. You definitely gotta get up in here. I see that shit and just flinch for them. You see what? What are you talking about, Smooth?
I see that shit and then just flinch to them for them.
Like, you do that?
Like, yeah, but I'm trying to see what you see. I see that shit. Well, let me see. I see that shit and just flinch for him. Like, what you mean though, bro? I'm confused.
Right.
I understand the flinching part. Like,
get that.
Like I get the flinching part, but I'm trying to filter it out, bro. That's just...
Is there a time, Smooth, when you ever was like, I'm giving my kids too much. I need to dial it back. Like,
hell no.
No?
Hell no, bro. I ain't have shit. Nigga. On my mom, I still gotta get shit for Christmas, nigga. On my mama. But, yeah, bro.
Do you ever feel like your kids are
Cause I don't do too much though. Like I don't do the extra life shit. Like I'm about
extra. I'm stupid.
Huh?
I'm stupid extra. If I can do it, I'm stupid extra. For sure.
Oh no. That's not what. All right, let me rephrase this. Like I'm not the one that be on some spoiling shit. Like everything, like it's just a okay type of shit. Like that ain't me. Like I think that's the extra out. I don't do that shit. If we finna be extra, like what? Like we finna do it up. We finna go up. Right. At the same time, nigga. Yeah, I don't play that shit, bro. I ain't the daddy. I ain't that nigga on me.
So I get what he's saying now. He said them talking all crazy to the parents, and I'm just waiting for them to get hit. You flinch for the kids?
Oh yeah, bro. You don't remember that? You ain't, bro. Yeah, nigga. When somebody else gets smacked, and you're like, oh damn. Oh my mama, I be feeling that shit.
I don't do that. Know what I do? I'm doing this.
Bro, you ain't never seen one of your partners get knocked out, nigga, and it hit your heart, nigga. Like, damn.
Nah, my friends were pretty respectful. Like they knew They knew what time it was. Oh, you talk about by their parents.
Old partners.
Yeah, see, it was more like
I'm not saying
like,
you talk to now. I'm not saying that.
yeah, like when I was younger. When I was younger, yeah, of course. Like if one of my partners
that's what. Yeah,
they get big by the wives. Like it's different now. I'm like, oh shit, your bitch crazy. Like now, but moms or something like that. When I was younger, it was always for me. It was
everybody asked me. I don't know why everybody used to be scared of my mama, bro. I never even Biz motherfucking ass, nigga. Everybody used to be like,
your moms?
Bro, not to a certain extent. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying.
Not to ask for shit. Like if she cooking or niggas want something to drink, niggas always be like, "Hey, Big John, ask your mom." I'll be like, "Bro, you ask her, bro. Like, the fuck? Oh my mama, that type of scary. That type of scary, and it'd be the whole block, bro. It'd be like, "Hey, Big Josh, hey, ask him." No, nigga, you go ask her, bro. I'm not doing none of that shit, bro. My mama.
Let me have some water.
and then you got the other homies that
off early, huh?
What'd you say, bro?
Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. You
then you got
jazz.
Then you got the homies.
Ready.
You got the homies that nigga, you give them a cup of water, bro, and they looking in your cup, seeing there's something floating in there.
What up, Jazz?
Oh man, what happened? I said something. I said something you didn't like. Nah. Did I push you off, sis?
Are you still at work? Oh my god, it's dumb. She's at work still. I'm looking at her like, still at work.
Appreciate you for dropping in, though, sis.
Yeah. Let me show my face.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, you know what? I think it's like for me, like this is one of the things. Like, let me show you some real disrespect. Okay, show you some real disrespect. Like there was a time, like I'm taking my daughter, taking her to go buy her some basketball shorts. So we're in the car, and I'm telling her, I'm trying to teach her about, saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, because people don't play that shit. Like you can say something and somebody will fuck you up. So I'm trying to teach her about that, because she had got into it with her mom 10 minutes, 15 minutes before, and her mom was going to fuck her up. So that's why I was having the conversation. So I'm like, yo, like sometimes you got to let shit roll off your back. You don't respond to it. You just do you. You know what I mean? And I said, and I used the example of my brother that got murdered. I was like, you see how simple, like my brother, like he said something to somebody and somebody stabbed
I remember that.
You know what her response to that was? She said, you always bring your brother up.
I was like, excuse me?
Mind you, my brother just passed away probably like 4 or 5 months prior to this conversation.
I know that says you're on fire.
We in the car. It took the Jesus in me, the real Jesus, not that white Jesus. It took the black Jesus in me.
The real Jesus.
The real Jesus. You know what I mean? The real Jesus to be like, even Jesus wouldn't be like, nigga, hey.
For sure. It was super disrespectful.
To go, I looked at her, I said, hey, I just looked at her and said, you got me all the way fucked up. Because I'm driving. And I'm like, I said, if you wasn't my daughter, I'd kick your ass out the fucking car right now. I said, you got me straight the fuck up. Hey, you missing everything, right? Hey, you missed the whole thing. You did exactly what I was trying to teach you to not do and did to your father. Oh, you testing boundaries. So she started.
So I had a devil's advocate question. Ready?
You go for it. Don't be over here being biz kicking Legos and shit. Okay, go ahead.
No. So because the reason why I'm saying this is because the whole point of us having a better life or like wanting better for your kids, because that was the whole point of me being a parent, right? Is that to make sure my kids never went through what I went through. How do I have the same expectation for them to know that if they've never been there? Like, how am I holding my expectation the same when our kids have never been there? They've never been with no food in the refrigerator. They've never been, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of our responsibility to teach them the correct way versus them just plowing over how they do now.
Right. So I believe in with when it comes to any kind of teaching and trying to get a balance within kids, that if you feed them all the time, all they would learn how to do is what?
Is eat.
Right. But if you show them how to hunt or how to grocery shop and cook for themselves, then it's not just eating that they do. They learn how
right.
to provide.
No, I get it.
They learn how to do themselves.
But how can you expect someone to follow suit when you're not teaching them that?
Good question. Good question. Because everything you're not as a parent, not going to be able to teach them, period. But we as parents do with the best we possibly can. So I'm not saying that you're going to have all the questions and answers. And she probably went back on the phone call. She saw you, Brina. We as parents are not going to have all the questions and answers. Excuse me, not all the answers. We just know the answers to a lot of the questions the kids are going to ask. We know those answers. Like, we know if we drink too much, what's going to happen? Smooth, what's going to happen if you drink too much?
Of what?
Drink. Liquor. We know.
All right, nigga.
Nigga, we know if you smoke too much weed, what's going to happen? We know if you're the only female and you go out into a party with all dudes, what's going to happen? We know these things. We know, like, the outcome of these things. Guess what? Kids don't know these outcomes. They may not have experienced it yet, but we have. Okay, her question, Jazz's question, was more so on the fact of, what if we haven't taught them something we have been taught already? Okay, like what? Okay, let me try to think of something. Like, I don't know. Dating? What if you never dated? Biz never dated, right? Biz didn't have girlfriend. Oh, excuse me. I guess he never approached a female. He dated, but he just never approached a female. So what if he never courts? He never courted. So he can teach his son. He could teach his son how to court, but he's never courted himself. Right? There's plenty of men out there. There's men that are there that's never dated women. You know what I mean? So how do you teach somebody like that? Through life experience. You're able to say, you know what? I didn't have to go through it me personally, but I saw it. I was able to witness it. I was able to be close enough to be like, you shouldn't do that. You don't have to every time go through the experience or be able to, you know what I mean? You don't have to go through the experience yourself to be the teacher sometimes. And then to be real, your kids are going to have to learn things on their own. They're going to have to learn things on their own. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? How many times you've been with your kid at the playground and you taught them how to slide down? You taught them how to slide down, right? Then after that, they went up the monkey bars. But you didn't teach them how to go up the monkey bars. They did it by themselves. You like, be careful. Oh, shit. But they did it by themselves. Some of y'all kids fail. guess what? If you didn't let them fall, they would know that it would hurt. That's just a fact of the nature. You're not going to be able to teach everything. But if you give your best foot forward as a parent, and you go, I did everything I knew best to do. And I reached out. And when I didn't know, I reached out to the community. Because that's what I did. That's what I did. You talking about when it came to girls and I couldn't get a hold of their mother, you know what I did? Called my sisters. Talked to my mom. I talked to my aunties. I'm like, yo, hey, I need to know what's going on. Like, what do I do as a father? I think a lot of people that I'm gonna say this, a lot of people don't understand like a big thing that parents don't like to deal with is sex, masturbation.
Man, I just told my little one today. I was like, "What's up, bro? What you want?" I was like, "Nigga, you smell like spit." I was just fucking with that little nigga though. That shit was funny as fuck.
Ah, gonna have to let them fall to learn how to get back up. Absolutely, you're gonna have to do that. That's just a mando. Period. Period. That's right. That's the rite of passage I was talking about. We have to let them bump their heads. But let's be honest. So let's put that back up. Let's be honest. Fact check. If you can prevent them bumping their heads, would you? If you knew it was going to be detrimental to their life, would you prevent them from bumping their heads if you knew it was going to be detrimental to their life? Even though you have to let them bump their heads sometimes. That's where the conundrum comes in. That's where the conundrum is. That's where the catch-22 is. It's like, say you let them be on the playground. They fall and they break their neck and they're paralyzed. And then you're like, well, no, they said they got to let them be kids. Would you prevent that? Would you be overprotected for the rest of your life if you knew from birth that would happen? At some point, you knew it was happening. You didn't know when. You just knew it was happening. Would you be overprotective? Most people will be. Because we, as parents, want to be protected, but that's coddling. That's coddling. It's not only for you, not for them. It's for you, too. It's for you to be the better person, to be the better parent, to be the better person. Just because something tragic happens to a kid doesn't mean that it's something that we should carry with us and teach on. That's the greatest thing about being in life. The knowledge we find out, we will be nothing if we didn't pass it on. We would be nothing if we did not pass the knowledge on. Period. I don't know, man. I don't know. UK, I can tell them what not to do, but it's their job to listen. True. Sometimes you can't make them listen, but you can inspire them to listen. Inspiration, motivation, setting a good example. You know what I mean? Actually practicing what you preach. A lot of these examples come from parenting. Shit that you're doing around the house. Shit that you're doing. You know what I mean? I have been a victim to this. I think we all have. Fact check says we have to at that point, we can't live for them, yet we have to protect them. We do what we stop being the fallback. Okay, yeah. We have to do what we do to stop being the fallback. Okay. Yeah. I'm this is where I honestly stand at. You know what I mean? We tell them, we show them, we give them to protect them. but we also have to teach them how to struggle. We can't let them, we have to put them in a position to struggle sometimes. No, you're going to walk home. No, you're going to figure out this problem. Oh, you know what? You're failing. You need to fail this grade. Instead of giving them the answers. My girl used to give my daughters the answers all the time. She used to do the homework and she'd give them the answers. I'd be like, yo, what are you doing? They're never going to learn that way. They're going to be looking at you for the answers every single time from here on. She used to give them the answers. I used to piss me off all the time. You said when do we stop being the fail safe? Yeah. When do we stop being the fail safe, the fallback? Right. It stops when you do shit like that. It stops when you show them how to struggle as well. We're not talking about like financial trouble. We're not talking about stupid troubles. We're not talking about troubles they can avoid. We're not talking about stuff like that. We're not talking about things like that. We're talking about real struggles. Like sometimes they might get in a relationship, and sometimes you gotta let them deal with that shit. You can give them some advice, but you know what? Filter that shit out. Look, little nigga, or our little girl. Hey, that nigga ain't shit. But I'm not about to go buy you ice cream and introduce you. I'm not about to do that. That's not about to happen. I'm not about to make you feel better. You put yourself in that position. I mean, when you scrape your knee, or you go out and something didn't go your way, I'm not about to make you feel better because something didn't go your way. Parents do that all the time. They were like, oh, I feel bad for them. Why? That's life. Shit happens. We got the worst of the stick. Yeah, if we can make it better, I get it. But now they don't know how to deal. They don't know how to deal, Smooth. They don't know how to, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even care about that person. Let me move on. Now they want to commit suicide. Do you know? I think there's 99% of broke people don't commit suicide. There are more people that's middle class and rich people that commit suicide.
Right.
Over finances. Because they're already broke. Right?
Niggas be tripping.
It's crazy. We got about 18 minutes. 18 minutes. It's to me, it's one of those things, man. We have to take the reins by the straps, slow these kids down, and tell them no. I'm a victim myself. It's hard for me to tell my girls no. My girls look at me with the Puss in Boots look, and I go, fuck. And I crumble after a day or two. I do. It's not like when we were younger, where it used to be like a week and a month. Remember the punishments, a week and a month? They got crumble after a day or two. I'm like, all right, you get it back. You know what I mean? Only because I see the plus side from them doing. I'm like, you learn your lesson, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. Keep pushing. Do it again. Like, you pissing me off, though. You piss me off. I don't give a fuck how long. Nigga, I'll shut you all the way down. I will shut everything down. You can save me money. That's all you'll do. Save me money. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll save me some fucking money.
Big time.
Got up in here. What up? Now, nigga, I know. Now I know. You from like 79 to 81 because you got the stocking cap on your head.
Oh no. 76 all day.
You said 76?
Born in 76.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to give you a little bit of love, you know what I mean? But and you look good. You look good, black man.
I don't look it though. Got 2 grandkids and everything, but I'm
man. You look good, brother. You look good, brother. For sure, man.
Appreciate it. Now, a comment that y'all made earlier, not to go back, but we was talking about our parents. Man, my father passed. You know what I mean? And so he ain't spared a rod at all. My mother, you know, she did her in the streets. You know, that's where I got that lifestyle from. But whoopings, man, I got beat. And them razor straps ain't no joke. And, you know, them 60-minute whoopings will get you every time. So when it came down to me just really whooping my kids, man, I was scarred for life. So I couldn't do it. But my wife, she don't have no problem with it. But they don't give me them issues. You know what I mean? Even now, like how y'all talking about the phone calls. Man, I got a daughter in Minnesota and another daughter in Detroit. And man, they call me all the dang on time. You know what I mean? And we chop it up. My son just turned 22. Well, he'll be 23 in February. So I'm A1 with him. I really didn't have to beat him, but they don't want to bring that nonsense to me. You know what I mean? And my 13-year-old, you know, she man, these girls is crazy. So it's hard to raise these young girls because you can't strangle them, but you want them to, you know, you pray that they get a young man in their life when they get older that they see you be. You know what I mean? So it's you kind of got to be a little bit. I don't want to say timid, but you got to watch what you do with them girls.
Yeah,
them girls, they're different.
You're right. You're absolutely fucking right because it wasn't like you said. It's not the word timid. It was more careful of what you did.
Right.
That you know you have to be careful of how you lay down the law because you know what I mean you don't want to put a bruise on them or you didn't want them being comfortable with a motherfucker beating on them. You didn't want
that part. Or like my kids tell you, I never cussed at them. I never called them out their name. They never heard me call any of their mamas out their name, anything of that nature. Because I don't want them to even accept that. And I don't want my son to go out there and do something like that.
You better than me. You better than me. I'm a Navy fucking dad. Hey, dumbass. Hey, are you fucking stupid and brain dead? What the fuck are you doing? Hey, like because they know where I'm coming from because I'm a loving dad. I shower with everything, but I'm not. It's not an everyday thing. I'm not sitting there like, hey, stupid, come here. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not an every single day thing. It's like when I get infuriated, excuse me, it's one of those things. I'm not excusing it. You're right. I shouldn't, but you're better than I am, was what I'm saying.
No, it's not even about being better, man.
But it is about being better. Let's be honest. Because
we shouldn't
address our women that way, especially our little women, because they become accustomed to it. Me addressing them a certain way will get them accustomed for niggas calling them names, and then it would be okay with it. So yeah.
But you know what though? What's crazy is I'm not cool even with my wife. She get mad at me. I say you can call me anything you want, just don't call me a nigga and don't call me a bitch.
Right.
Outside of that, so I don't use them words towards them or even my son for that matter. So I don't want them to think it's okay when they get out there.
Right.
You know, so I try, you know what I'm saying? We do our best. I mean, hell,
have your daughters ever challenged you in a way where it was outside of your teaching?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, my and the crazy part about it, that's probably the daughter I'm closest to. Is the one that challenged me the hardest, and she'll tell you in a minute she the biggest daddy girl, but she was the one. But it came from what I found out later. It came from a hurt place. Like I said, she back home in Detroit, and I'm in LA, so she felt like I left her and then had a whole new family because I ended up having a daughter with my wife, my current wife.
Oh, see, you didn't say that shit in the comments, man. You didn't say that shit in the comments.
Yeah, all that matters.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
My dad did that.
He's with y'all.
I didn't read that memo.
Detroit, and
yeah.
You know?
I left Detroit and came to Cali.
Okay, and your daughter, and one of your daughter.
Yeah, one of them stayed. My daughter stayed. My son came with me.
Nigga, I'll be mad at you too. You left me in fucking Detroit, Michigan.
Hey, real spit though. That was her mama doing because I wanted her too. Man, I was one of those. I'd rather struggle with my kids than struggle without them. Because child support ain't our friend. They call a friend important to D. And I'm like, man, they ain't a friend of mine.
And you're a little bit older, so that lets me know that they were already favoring. They were favoring women at that time. They were like, yo, hey,
bro.
Hey.
I got a shoebox full of check stubs on how child support was sticking. I mean, that man, you just don't know. And I showed it to my son. And my son, because I had my first child at 18. So I showed my son, I said, you want your checks to look like this? And so he ain't got no kids. Thank God for small favors.
Right. So you think that the reason why he don't have kids is because of your good teaching, or because you showed him some real shit?
Man, I showed him them check stubs, bro. That's what I showed him. Man, hey, they got to the point where they was taking 65% of my check.
Bad. Golly.
Damn, that's a lot.
So it was, man, I was working for the water company in Orange County, man. I had to quit. I couldn't afford to get to work.
How does that even make sense? I don't understand how does it even make sense as like child support supposed to work. Like if I get paid $100, you're supposed to get paid 65 for it. I'm not paying for you.
Fine. Hey, hold on. And wait a minute. That's after taxes.
I think it should be like 25% of my check. That's what I think. Personally, 25% of my check.
Man,
because if I get paid $1,000, you should be a $250.
I feel like
it's fair. That's fair for a kid.
I told my ex-wife, I said, if we split your bills 3 ways, I'm still paying more of your bills than you are.
Right.
So it was, man, it was ugly though. But I did as far as raising my
kids. Is that still your most, like your 13-year-old? Is that still like your, which one is your most? I don't know if this is even true, but do you have the most disrespectful kid? If they would be the disrespectful, like they would tell you, like the kid, because you have 13-year-old, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that kid right now would tell you to shut up.
She probably got the biggest balls out of all of them.
I tell you to shut up. Be like, yo, shut up,
but you know what hurt? The difference between her and the rest of them is she got mom and dad in the same house, so she don't know what it looks like to be without dad.
Oh, gotcha.
Or mama. But my other two, you know what I mean? Their mother broke up. I think my baby girl was like 8 and my son was 5. So they didn't get it. I mean, when we completely broke up, but you know what I'm saying, they didn't get what she got. You know what I mean? So that changes the dynamic too. When the mother and father are not together, that's hell on the kids. I mean, but hell, I knew that growing up like that. You know what I mean? So I didn't expect to do that to my own kids. But I just thank God that I became a father, that I wasn't gonna turn my back on my kids. Man, I was being broke and homeless. I still never looked down on my kids.
What made you become a better father?
That's good.
Yeah, what made you become a father? Was it the ass whoopings that your dad gave you?
I wanted to be a better man than him.
So in hindsight, let's be real. In hindsight, what he did was right.
I mean, if you look at it that way, because me and my pops, we cool now.
I mean, look at the transformation. Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest, fact check. Look, even though a lot of people will look at what he did, even including yourself, and be like, yeah, it was excessive. But look at what it did for your generations to come. It not only made you good and cool, but it made what you do to your kids cool and good. And now your kids are like taking on what you have. I understand that you were a sacrifice. Right? I get that.
I wouldn't say sacrifice.
Sure he was. Absolutely was.
No, because your parents only do what they know. Like they do the best that they can.
But you still can be a sacrifice to that testament.
Notice I look at it like this. I look at it, God used me to break a generational curse.
Yeah, because he can handle it.
Sacrifice.
That's what I feel I am, but I'm not a sacrifice. I just feel like I'm being used to show other things versus, other ways of parenting, because my parenting is definitely different from my mom's. Granted, I just perfected some things, but I still stand by I don't like to hit my kids, and I don't like anyone else to hit my kids.
Man,
it all depends on what it is, though.
You don't hit your
part.
You don't hit your kids at all?
Like I said, it depends. Like if it's necessary, if I feel I deem it's necessary, then okay. And All right, let's see. My son has had a lying problem for a minute, and when when the bio popped back up and then disappeared for like fucking ever again, it kind of triggered my kids into my daughter peeing on herself. Now I don't whoop her for that. She doesn't get any special treatment.
Right.
And then she's 6, so there's no reason for that. None. Being that all my kids are fucking potty trained. But my other son, him lying, that's a problem. Him doing something, and then the reason he lies is because he doesn't want to get in trouble. Okay, granted, we've got a breakthrough. We've gone through, but then it's like I one day, because it's like it's every single day he's lying, and I want to do for him and I can't do for him because, and I gotta take from him, and it makes me mad because I can't trust or believe my son. I can't defend or have his back when I need to because he's lying to me. So if it's in the home, then how can I trust my son outside? How can I protect my child out in the world from other people, especially if he's doing, like, say he stole money. He stole money and God made another little girl cry. Okay? That's a problem.
Right.
Because say out in the real world, he's in high school, middle school, whatever, how these people, I remember how the kids were. The hell, I had fights. A whole mob of us walked off and, after school to a corner somewhere to go fight. That's what happened. Now, what if they don't like him and they decide to fucking beat the shit out of him?
How old is your son?
My son is 9.
Oh, no.
Granted, he's light skinned and, he's got fine hair. He's still black. He will still be determined as.
Hey, notice they don't treat light skins like they did when we was coming up.
Talk about none of that shit. Are you ready for the answer to this? Okay, so there's a thing. There's a thing how they do it even on TV where I know you've seen Scared Straight. I've used the same tactic with my kids. Scared them straight. If I'm not putting the fear of God in you, I'm going to show you. If you move the wrong way, then this world will do you.
Right.
So all right. So I will Google because they're so you go. Hey,
no, we're working on it. His therapist and everything.
Like, look, I'm gonna give you the answer right now. You go, hey, son, Google. Okay. I know you.
We have showed him videos. We've showed him a lot of things. Trust me. I don't want anything to happen to my child, so I do whatever it is necessary to avoid from whooping his ass. But it got to where I had to whoop his ass.
What kind of videos?
Huh?
I'm curious. Because the videos I'm talking about.
The things that people do to people.
Sure.
Okay, there was a movie that my mother showed where the kid wasn't listening, and what would happen to him if he didn't listen to his parents.
I'm telling you right now. Go to Google. I've done this on 2 occasions, a couple different occasions, right? I had a daughter that done some things. I had a daughter that told another kid, "I'll take my guns, Dad, and shoot you in the face." So I asked my daughter, "No, what happened if you took a gun and shot another little kid in the face? What would happen? What it looks like?" She said, "No." So I showed her. She'll never, ever do that again. She'll never touch it. She'll never. She knows.
All right, so lying. Because the lying is I need him to first be honest. I don't want him to do the things that he does, but I need to know that I can trust him to defend him wherever.
You have to show him. You have to show him examples. People that lie and didn't get away with it. And where they ended up, show them real niggas.
Well, I tell them nobody gets away with lying. It all comes out.
Look, pull up. Lying and got murdered. Lying and got killed. And it's all that. Because no one wants to die. So, and I know that's a little bit harsh, but what I'm saying is it's scare tactic.
Oh, no, I need to do that. I need him because that's my fear of someone killing him.
Because if you sit there and lie to the wrong person, they'll murk your ass.
Exactly.
That's why I said it. It's a little bit because I try not to get there in my hood days, but I think I'm Compton. So nigga, so you pull up those type of things and videos, and then you say, sit and watch it, even if it's 10 or 15 minutes long. And while you're cooking or whatever, and you watch him watching it. And then you do a report on it. You tell him it could be a Saturday, it could be a Sunday. You do it when you have time, when you're free. And you let them know, hey, okay, you understood that? Now give me a paragraph of what happened and what you got from it.
So we can do that tonight. When I get off here, he gonna be watching it.
That's what you do. I'm telling you, that's effective. Those shits like that is effective. You remember when you had the right standards of the shit you do? Of the shit you didn't want to
man.
I will not lie no more. I will not lie no more. You have to do that 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah.
1,000 times. Guess what? Before you lied, you thought about it. So guess what? After that, your consequence is much more severe. I don't have to feel bad about whooping your ass because I gave you a fair warning with these standards. That's why I believe in ass whoopings. Man, if you don't whoop his ass, especially a guy, not the girls, if you don't whoop his ass, guess what? That white man has no problem fucking doing it.
I know, and that's what I told him.
Them niggas really don't have a fucking problem doing it.
You know, I told him about it. I'm gonna have to show him then.
Put the gun to your face, you gotta shut it down. You can put the And now they're raising women to be the same way. And women are like, women is gunning. I've never seen so many murderous women in my life.
I believe that shit.
You know what I mean?
I'm not playing around, so I believe that.
So start exposing them to the real. Give them the real reality. Go.
So I told him, but I guess I'll just show him then.
Fucking real. Show him what it. Hey, guess what? I'll give you another one. There's so you know what they do when they steal in Africa. Guess what they do in Singapore? They chop hand off.
Yeah, I was telling him about that. They chop their hands off when they be stealing.
If you decide to go to a different country because on a woman and you go steal, you might not come back.
He's gone. Yeah.
I guess that story of that we used to get told, the girl that cried wolf. You know, the boy cried wolf. Yeah, the boy that cried wolf. That worked for us back in the day. I don't know about today. I mean, but her with a son, man. My biggest thing about which I would tell my son and my wife had to have a son that I was around when she was young. I said, man, only thing a man got is his word, and if he don't have his word, he has absolutely nothing. And don't nobody want to be around liars. And
nobody.
And make him, when he starts talking to you, make him start looking you directly in your eyes. Never let him look down. Never let him look away, because he's forced then to tell the truth.
No, he'll look me in my eyes and dead ass fucking lie to me, and that's where I ended up whooping his ass. Like, bruh, I can't handle that shit. I need to be able to trust you.
Every time he talk to you, even if y'all just joking around, you talking about Barney or whatever or Fortnite, have him look you directly in your eyes. Never let him look away.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Never let him look away. My son,
right? Respect. It's a dominant.
Not look away from me when we talk.
Hey, you know what? I check. You're fucking right. It's called a dominancy tactic.
Yep.
What it shows is that you're telling like, look, this is respect. So anytime you give respect, you need respect. You need to demand this by just simply looking. Like when I'm talking to my kids, I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. If I'm cooking or whatever, I can be moving around, but you need to be looking at me.
Yep.
Yo, let him go.
And trust me, and you keep it every time. Don't look away. Talk to me. Look me in my eyes, because you ain't giving him no time to think. He can't. He don't have enough time to put it together, because in direct eye contact, that's straight conversation, and his eyes gonna do more talking than living. You got him every time, no matter what y'all doing. Make him look you directly in your eyes, and after that, you tell him every time you talk to somebody, you make them look them in their eyes. Every time. Watch, it'll work. Trust me. Now that I stand on that.
And guess what, Nyla? This is something that's not going to happen overnight. Obviously,
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, I know. I've been working on it for years.
it's a consistent pattern. No, but try it. Do this. You know what I mean? It's just like anything with any child, any animal, any person. You go, you give a little, and then you give a little. So he does good. You go, you know what? I've noticed that you've been looking at me in my eye when I talk to you lately. That's good. You know what I mean? What kind of you're going for ice cream already? Don't make it seem like he's getting ice cream for it, but like, you know what? I'll let you pick the ice cream this time. That's a reward. That's a small token for doing something right. It's not rewarding him for something he should be already doing, but it's a small token. I think people get them confused.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You shouldn't reward somebody doing something they should be doing.
Right.
Nobody's going to reward me paying my bills. No one's going to reward me. But when my kids go, thank God, you know what? They got that. You know what, Dad? We got light. It's a token. Oh man, I'm glad we got light because I can do my homework. That's a token. You know what I mean? So it's tokens that you can give your kids. You know what I mean? You can go get a token and you be like, hey son, what do you want for dinner tonight? Start, and if you already do that, then take it away. Take away something that they're privy to. Take something away that they're privy to. Oh, you come home and watch TV, you're not doing that anymore. Until you show me that you are better at looking me in the eye and you're not lying to me. What? No. I don't give a fuck. But walk away. Everybody thinks that you have to sit there and talk to your kid. Walk the fuck away.
No, hell no. What I said is what it is.
No, most parents put up explanations. My girl does it all the time. I'm like,
I do. I
yes,
do.
yes,
Because they do deserve to understand.
Not every
It depends. It depends on what you're talking about. Because if you give them too much voice, they're gonna develop that. And over time, your voice ain't gonna mean nothing because you gave your voice for all this.
It means nothing. You lay down the law. This is what it is. I'm gone. That's it. That's it. I'm out of this room. I'm out of this. You don't need an explanation or a fucking essay from me to you. Yo, turn the fucking lights off. Go to bed. That's it. That's it. I don't need to tell you why, because you're gonna get tired and you're gonna be not get up in the morning, blah blah blah. I don't need to go through that. Stop fucking lying. I showed you the reasons. Here we go. Real niggas, show them real niggas. Real niggas will rip your head off. Real niggas will. Not saying that you're not a real Roman. You're a king, son. You're a king. I look at you as a king.
Right. I need him to act as one.
I need you to act as one. Yeah, you're gonna do dumb shit. I know you're gonna do dumb shit. I'm not worried about that.
We all make mistakes. I tell them I made a mistake and I'm working on my mistakes. You feel me? I just don't want them to go through the things that I didn't have to go through and the things that I did have to go through. My girls and my boys.
Punch that little nigga in the chest. I bet you can stop lying in.
I don't want to punch him.
I know. That's like,
see, the thing is it hurts me to hurt them. Like when I whooped him, we cried. I cried with him.
Look,
but I had to explain to him why.
The reason why kids or even yourself don't do things twice or third time is because you've been hurt. You ever been on the fence the first time and you jump off and then you get that little spring in your fucking leg and you go, ah,
yeah, I ain't doing that again, right?
It'll tweak, but it just hurt for that moment. You go, oh, and then you get on top of a fence again. You go, ah, I don't think I want to jump.
Yep.
On the wall. Same thing. Same fucking thing.
No, don't let that boy see you cry. Don't explain too much, because trust me, when he turned 21, 22, he gonna come back to you and be like, Ma, you know what? I got you. Because don't explain yourself. You need him to get it. You want him to feel that same feeling you feeling. So when he come back, I never thought I'd go back to my mom and say, Mom, you know what? I know now why this happened. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's like, but I ain't get you nothing. I had a Christmas, I ain't get nothing. I had a Christmas, nothing, absolutely nothing. But I appreciate everything I have now. You know what I mean? Mom, thank you. So he gonna come back. Don't try, baby. I had to do this. I'm gonna kiss you, boo boo. Them days is over after he turned 2. Like Jay Smooth said, hit him with a hanger after he turned 2.
No, not a hanger. Dude, my mom whooped my sister with a hanger and that hurt my feelings. It's anything that leaves a mark that scares me. Cause
Do you disrespect your mom? Do you disrespect your mom now?
I never disrespected my mom.
Exactly, it worked. Fucking worked.
No, I'm the oldest. I didn't do it. Now she was the youngest.
Okay, does she disrespect your mom now?
Yeah, something wrong with her.
Oh, then yeah. Sometimes you can't help. You can't help crazy. Sometimes it's crazy.
No, can I ask you a question? Is that in the air? I mean, even in our generation, because us older ones, we utmost respect to this day, utmost respect for our parents. But the baby, every family, no respect to our parents. None whatsoever.
Nah,
is that in the air?
I feel like so what happened is my mother was definitely on us older 3. She was on our heads more, and also the 4th one. But with the youngest one, she was a daddy's girl, so she always ran to her dad, like just to get her way or whatever. She still do that today, and it's again my dad who just gives her what she wants. Still,
yeah, you fuck.
That'll do it. Ain't nothing you can do about that one.
Hey, Smooth, if you there, you got something to add into this before we get up out of here, man. It's Mr. J Smooth on the float. If not,
Smooth, what you gotta say? Nothing.
Well, it seems like he probably went hiatus or whatever. He probably in a coma. Who fucking knows? Because time to float is time to float, and he does his thing. Hey, fact check. I want to thank you for coming on here. Thank you for bringing yourself into the tribe. Do not be a stranger. We are on 6 days a week, my guy. So don't check us out. Subscribe to Biz Entertainment. How'd you hear about us?
Hey man, I know Biz.
Okay, cool. Even better. Cool. Just make sure you don't be a stranger, and then make sure that you tell people about the whole tribe, because what we're doing here, not even just on Real Talk Academy, it's not even just here. What we're doing here at Gas Mask, and we're doing here on Time to Float, we're doing on Ladies' Nights, all this is building a community where people like yourself, myself, anybody for that matter, can come and just have a conversation. And we respect the conversation. No one's overpowering anybody here. No one's saying anything we respect everybody's words and their opinions. We may not agree with you.
Yeah. I like the dialogue because I do a podcast with a couple of people, and some of the women that come on the show, that'd be so disrespectful. And I'll be looking like, y'all lucky y'all married, because right now I'm respecting your husband, not you.
You know what? Give me hey, look, drop in my DM, my guy. You can find me pretty easy. No problem. I'll send you my information anytime there's on. I will drop in there, and I have no problem filtering out the bullshit like this. But everybody, thank y'all for tuning in for RTA. Real Talk Academy. This is where talk isn't cheap; it's real. Nyla, any last words, my girl?
No, other than I do appreciate you guys, and yes, this is a place where there's good vibes. I found another family, should I say, where I am accepted as I am, and I feel comfortable. So yeah, it's definitely an amazing podcast. People.
Hey, Nyla, hey, you got any problems? I got a generation of men out here. A generation. When I say a generation of men out here that don't fuck around, and that's even including Smooth. But just even on my tip, I got a generation of men that do big things all the time. That will be more than happy to come and set the tone for your little guy. But I expect for you to do it first. And I'm pretty sure with the information and the little bit of advice that I gave you that you'll be solid. If you have any trouble or anything you like, notice that shit didn't work, just hit me and like, boom. I'll put together a personal video just for him. that will put him on his knees. I will put together.
I'll take it. Send it to me.
Yeah, I would. No. Well, I'm just saying. Try my advice first. If it doesn't work, then I would put together like a video that would show him real life struggle, lying, thievery, robbery, all that shit. And since you don't get it, and then you go like this, since you don't get it, this is what you keep doing. This is what you will end up. And I'll put together that video for you. All right.
All right, deal. All right, I'll do that.
You let me know if it doesn't work. I got you. I promise you. It'll take me about a day, but I'll do it.
Deal. Well, because I told him if he don't, if he lies or does something else, because Christmas is around the corner, he won't get anything.
No, Christmas not around the corner. It's down the street.
No, it's next door. Christmas is next door. So it's. I told him that's what I said. I said Christmas is next door. So you do any lying or anything, everything that you got is you're not gonna get. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open them. You'll see them, but we're all gonna take them back to the store.
So Walt, you're right. But these videos that I'm talking about, myself would be in it with his name included, and then I'll get real niggas that's in the streets to put his name in and be like, yo, little nigga, you want to come out here and play around? Nigga, what's up? Nigga, like, you know what I mean? It's a scare straight tactic. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, man, we just trying to help him out.
That sounds exciting. All right.
So,
but I'll do the other ones first.
All right, for sure. Yeah, just let me know if it works. Thank y'all for tuning in to Real Talk Academy. Where talk isn't cheap, it's real than a motherfucker. And we out of here. For sure.
In the game worldwide. So explicit how we get it, yeah, we definitely breaking chains. Why you see us West Coast before the fortune and the fame, busting off these silly haters and the silly ass lanes. So I gotta keep it moving, cash flow is moving. Won't sleep on any second cause then I'll be lose. Lose is not an option when you ballot through Compton, home where the gangsters play. Just get it poppin'. That's why you see the dubs up. So dangerous. I'm all through the streets in Los Angeles. I see the flashing lights. I'm all in Hollywood. Star image, stay swag, but it's still hood.